Just imagine, recently you've run your half marathon PR. It was your best time possible. Like you thought, oh bro, I'll never beat that record again. And then in 3 months you break that PR again by 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a lot of time. And this is exactly what happened to me when I ran my best half marathon time, 1:39. And now I broke it by 2 minutes. 1:37 in September of 2025. I'm just gonna share my thoughts as a beginner runner. I'm running for 7 months. And if you're a beginner too, it's gonna be so relevant for you. Like I'm not some elite runner. I'll not be talking nerdy terms. It's gonna be quick, fast, and simple. Let's talk about the most important thing is training. Of course, I didn't prepare for a half marathon specifically, but what's more important is getting the pace nailed. Okay, so half marathon is usually a lot faster than your easy runs. But it's not super fast as 5K, 10K. My goal pace was 4:25, 4:20. It happened to be 4:34 minutes per kilometer, but still, it's a fast pace. So if you're planning to do your half marathon PR, you have to get used to the fast pace. You have to get used to understanding how you feel after 20 minutes, after 30 minutes. And so speed sessions are super important. Like still, 70% of your runs should be easy. And 30% of runs, those are gonna be speed sessions. 1/3 of those speed sessions are gonna be intervals when you're doing really speed repeats, like 400 meters, 800 meter repeats, and you're running almost all out. 400 meters are fucking excruciating, but those are building your raw speed. Speed at your half marathon would feel like nothing. That just happened for me. I was prepping for a marathon, but I was still doing speed sessions. It worked for me perfectly. The best intervals for half marathon, for 10K, even for a marathon is 1K repeats and more. 1K repeats, 2K repeats. Those are great for speed and endurance at the same time. Another third of those speed sessions are threshold runs, tempo runs. So what is it? You do 20 to 25 minutes at your goal half marathon pace, more of like a 10K pace. So your body turns anaerobic system. So all the time we run aerobically. But now in threshold runs and tempo runs, we run anaerobically. We use another system that will be used on half marathon. So we have to turn it on more often. And when it turns for 20 to 25 minutes, your body gets adapted to it. Your body gets adapted to pace, to how you feel, and it will use muscle memory for you to then kill half marathon PR. I'm usually doing 20 minutes at 4:20 pace, which is a bit lower than my half marathon pace. And another part of speed sessions are strides and fartlek. I'm not doing that so often, but when you're doing long runs, it's not all easy. At some point, you're gonna run slower because you just started. It's warm up. Then it's gonna be faster. It's your goal long run pace, and then you're gonna do intervals at your half marathon pace, at your 10K pace. So it's like 3 to 4K. In the middle, you're gonna run faster. So that is fartlek, or it's just interval but at the bigger scale. So it's called fartlek. It's really useful because that's gonna replicate your half marathon. Like you're running long 16K, 20K, and at some point you do it at goal pace. You do strides. Strides is basically when you sprint for 20 seconds at almost all of your effort. What I like to do now is at the end of every run, I just do a 100-meter try. So I just do a 100-meter dash sprint, and I don't care about time. I just try almost my best at 90% of my efforts. It helps keeping your legs fresh, strong, and you feel its speed. Like you feel you have something in your legs. Other part of training is running in zone 2. It's really important to not speed up at your easy runs because you already have speed sessions. So if you speed up at that point, which is going to be really bad long term, and you're not going to build an aerobic system, an aerobic fitness. Because when you run easily, that's when you actually grow, and actually your cardio system gets better, stronger. So it's really important to keep it under 150, 145 heart rate, and slowly the same pace is gonna be easier. Heart rate is gonna be slower, 2 to 3 easy runs a week. The main rule is just don't speed up. Understand it's really important to get them. That's it with training sessions. Most important thing is pacing and understanding the course. If you plan to get it on some race, you need to really look at the map. What is the route? Because when I looked at the route, it was fucking horrible. We had a huge circle around our city, but the first 10K were absolutely uphill. Like the elevation gain was 200 meters, and the other side was absolute downhill, which is 200 meters. So look at those details. And the more important thing is to get a pacing for the route. You have to ask for your coach, or if you don't have a coach, you can just talk with me absolutely for free. I've already helped my friends run PRs, run half marathons. We're running together. I managed to gather all of my friends and get them into running. Every single week, twice a week, we go on a trek and we talk, we hang out, we chill, but we run at the same time, which is awesome. I can help you with that for free too. I'm just starting out. You can ask me any questions about training program, about heart rate, about how to lower it, how to get speed, whatever. Think about pacing. what you're gonna do your first K, your next K. Because when I ran my first half marathon, I wanted to do 1:45, which is at the pace 5 minutes per K. But then I realized it's super slow. The first 3K, it was easy. It was kind of hard, but then I found out it's actually not my pace. I feel a lot stronger. So I turned on awareness and I just started running at 450, at 440, then at 430. And that's how I got sub 140 half marathon. On the previous half marathon, when I broke my PR and I ran 137, I thought I could run 130, 135. And so I started out really fast at 420 pace. I was with my friend. He also had the goal of running 130. But my legs were absolutely begging me to stop. And so I slowed down. My heart rate was absolutely fine, but my legs couldn't take it anymore. And so I turned on awareness and I slowed down almost to 450, to 440, and even 5 at the most steepest part. So that pacing allowed me to go crazy on downhill. The shit is, you have to look at your efforts. You have to have a clear goal of what half marathon time you should run. To get to know that, run a half marathon at almost all of your efforts. Like, do a time trial and then see, was it all out or could you do more? How much time could you scrape out from 1 or 2 months of training? Realistically, if you train really hard, you can scrape from 2 to 5 minutes of half marathon time in 3 to 4 months. Like, give yourself 3 to 4 months of dedicated training and you can easily scrape 5 minutes from your PR. It's gonna be hard. The main thing is to learn pacing. Like, if you know your efforts, if you know how you run, just adjust yourself to your situation and run how your body says you, not the watch, not the time. And that's relevant for all training sessions. You need to have a specific plan, specific time. But when you go out there and your body feels different or you feel even stronger, adjust. That's how I run 137 because my legs could not take it. I thought I'm gonna stop. I wanted 135 and I didn't make it. And so I thought, oh, I'm just gonna give up. I'm just gonna run even less than 140. But no, I just kept pushing. Carb loading is also important. Taper is important. Before the race or before you wanna do the time trial, do a carb loading. Just eat a fuck ton of carbs 3 days before. Like, do not overcomplicate it. Just eat a lot of carbs. Taper is when you slowly reduce running mileage, running intensity, which is really important to not do a lot of speed sessions. You just do runs at your half marathon pace. With all that knowledge, you just have to execute. Desire is what's gonna bring you the result. I just wanted it so much. I just love running, and that's why the result comes by itself. I just like seeing progress in the thing I enjoy doing. So if you want to start running and you actually feel fire in your eyes, you're ambitious of breaking your PRs, try to working with me for free. I can help you run any single PR, any single time that you want, that you need, specifically tailored for you. I'm not some pro runner. I've just run what you probably want to run. Sub 25K, sub 45 10K. Now I'm trying sub 40 10K, which is really manageable. I think I'm going to do that. 137 half marathon, 137 half marathon, and 3 minute 1K. This is more of a sprint distance, but if you want, I run all of those distances. Just click on the link below if you want any of those PRs, or if you want your own PR. I'm gonna see you there. Bye.